So now we have EASYLIVE, last but by no means least, and now not last, so even better. And their presentation about digital fan walls, which took over the sport in the last sort of 18 months, and particular attention paid to a product in India as well. So in leading discussion, we have Philippe, LAURENT, CEO and co-founder at EASYLIVE. And Philippe, take us home, I suppose.
All right, so let's have a look at the fan wall. So the fan wall is a new product that we launched a couple of months ago when the COVID started with our customers. So to give you a bit of background, what do we do at EasyLive.io? We provide a cloud-based production studio. It's like TriCaster or vMix for the one who knows about production video, but fully cloud-based. So it's like unlimited in terms of scalability. And we have a couple of key customers around the world who are already using the fan wall experience, like the one you see here. But today we are going to make a focus on the Indian Super League, who are really leveraging the product with their fan base. And so that's a really key thing here, because with the COVID that affected every sport holder and sport arena around the world, in the post-COVID area, the engagement between the arena and all the fans that are outside of the arena will be key. So maybe let's start quickly by a quick video, about the fan wall and how the Indian Super League has been introducing it to their fans.
Huh? Myself, Savitri. Mummy, yaar.
Myself, Prakash. Big fan of yours, sir.
Get closer to the action with FanWall Stadium and FanWall Studio.
Watch the Hero Indian Super League, Kerala Blasters FC versus ATK Mohan Bagan, 20th November at 7 p.m. Live on the Star Sports Network, Disney Plus, Hotstar, VIP and GeoTV.
So yeah, so as you can see, the fan wall is all about the live interaction between your content in real time with your audience in real time. So just like if they were basically in the arena all together. So how does it work for the audience? It's very straightforward. So the club or the right holder or the league either like sell tickets or they give away tickets basically. And so that's a unique URL, one per fan, that you send by text or per email. There is no app to download. And when they receive, we capture the audio and video in exchange of watching the game. That allows us to gather all the cameras and all the audio from all the fans all over the world, and to create a fan wall view that we can customize based on the use that you need, either for huge screens around the pitch, for example, for broadcasters, for putting like a light on VIPs, etc., etc. So you see here, for example, on the website, that's a simple URL. You click to register, or directly on the website, they put a direct access. So you go there, either you buy your ticket or some league, they do like a giveaway. It depends on the strategy. On the fan workflow, it's pretty straightforward, like I explained. We capture locally your audio and your video. You then watch the game. You have a chat where you can interact with all the other fans. You can see yourself here. And then we can display your video wherever we want to. You see here in that case, in the stadium directly. All that happens in less than 150 milliseconds. So that's the speed of a blink of an eye, just to give you an idea of how fast it is. For the right holder or the producer, that's the workflow. So we capture locally your game at the arena. So we receive a feed from your local production team. Here you aggregate all the videos from all your fans, and this is the customized element. So you can have a specific fan wall for the screens around the pitch. You can have a specific screen here. It's a bit small, but for example, the host at the halftime show, you can interact with a specific group of fans. You can send a specific, another group of fans to TV stations, etc. You really customize how you want it. It's very straightforward. And to perform this end-to-end journey, you need to be extremely fast. So we leverage multiple video protocol, but one in specific is called SRT, developed by Haivision, one of our partners. And with the encoder or the other encoder that use the same protocol, we guarantee 150 milliseconds end-to-end delay. So it's very, very fast. That's exactly the same delay as if the audience is in the stadium, basically. So that's here the experience for the fans. So when they receive the link, it's compatible with any device. You can see yourself, making sure your audio works great, and you click on Go Live and Support My Team. From there, you watch the game. You have a chat area here where you can interact with the other fans. You can see yourself, and you have some emojis where you can share your emotions, either with standard emojis like the thumbs up, for example, or a smiley. But you can also, like the producer, can customize some emojis, like for example, the jersey of your team, etc., etc. And when you interact with those emojis, it's just like a wave of emojis that will pop up on yourself, and in the fan wall, you will see them also. So depending on how your fans react, you will be able to measure their emotions. You can customize also a lot of things. So that's an example of a fan wall here. So you see the emotions that everybody is using. You can customize, for example, adding like some text for each fans, having like the name or the location of the fans. You can add, you see, like colors as a background if you want to customize with a brand. And you can go even deeper into the customization. So at the top here, you have the custom experience that we provide. The default experience we provide. So that's a blue screen where locally the fans see himself, access. You have a waiting screen, waiting for the content to start, and that's the experience. And here at the bottom, you have an example of one of a customer with a full customization package, where they put their brand, their colors. You see the waiting screen, and then here the experience fully customized with your brand or the one of your partners. So it's all about interaction, right? So one of the key of our product, because of the very, very tiny delay we managed to operate with, is having those live interaction. You saw the emojis, but we can also do that with audio and video. As an example, we can do meet a fan. So at halftime, for example, let's say we take a soccer game, you can have a real-time interaction between the host of the show at their studio with one of the fans you pick up randomly all around the world. And you can talk with them just like you do on a traditional Zoom call. But here it's part of the experience. The same, you can have some real-time interaction using HTML overlay. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a soccer game, you have team A and team B. You can display for team A like cheer or, for example, make some noise. They are all going to scream, right? We can see an audio meter where you can see the level of audio they are reaching. And when team A, reach a certain level, we show the result to team B. And so you can tease each other just like, in an arena. So it's a win-win solution, either for your fans or for yourself, the right holder or the league or the club. First, in terms of innovation, you display your fans' reaction from everywhere in the world. It's the lowest latency on the market, so you offer them a true experience, just like if they were in the stadium. It's a live interaction between your fan and your content. And in a post-COVID world, this would be key. Just like our friends from the earthquake in San Jose mentioned earlier, the stadium is about 18,000 seats, but you have millions outside of the arena, waiting to interact with this content. There is no app to download, so it's fully scalable. In terms of monetization, you can sell those tickets on your website, either for digital seats or one-on-one session. It generates new revenue. You can also bring advertising possibilities with sponsor, customizing the experience, just like I showed you. And in the live feeds you provide to your audience, you can bring specific ads to target this population. In terms of security, it's a unique and secure link per fan. So you make sure that your content will not be shared like on a random forum, like on Reddit or somewhere else. We provide backup and an auto-resize system. You can add a watermark to have a double security to make sure your content will go nowhere except where it's supposed to be. And you can also moderate your guests. So if somebody misbehaves, let's say in some countries it's forbidden to bring like a bottle of alcohol on screen, you can ban somebody if they misbehave. In terms of engagement, it's an experience fan-centric, really innovative. This will help you grow your online community. You generate engagement on socials by tagging you and your sponsor, and you can reach globally or per region, depending on your strategy. Here you can see some example of what all the fans have been sharing, worldwide on Twitter or other social platforms of what they're experiencing. And let's see some metrics quickly. So with the fan wall, the Indian Super League managed to bring on board almost 140K on the first games of the season number 7. They reached 1.7 million fans virtually who tune in, confirming their presence digitally on Matchday Post. And they increase their cumulative engagement by almost more than 14% compared to last season. So it's really a key tool to bring this engagement to the top with your audience. And to finish this presentation today, let's have a quick look at the last video where ISL did like a quick video of the best fan wall moment. All right. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Philippe. That's really interesting to see the sort of the background of the thing that we've seen for such a long time now. It's fascinating to hear about. So a couple of questions to sort of round us off. The first one is sort of how many guests can you display at once? I think from that we can see, you said there's low latency issues and things like that as well. So how many people can we actually fit on in one screen?
So it depends on your strategy. So we can have on board on the solution like couple hundreds, couple thousands. But then it depends where you want to display them. So you can have a couple of thousands people being part of the experience. If you want to show them on TV, it has to fit. So we recommend, for example, to have a specific output for, let's say, international broadcaster of 5x5 or 6x6, because you want to identify in a TV screen, those guests. If you bring them, for example, around the pitch, you have all the LED screens all around, so you can put everybody on it. If you have big screens, you can put, 10x10, 12x12, 15x15. It depends on your strategy again and the number of screens you have.
Fantastic. And I think our day this week, our sort of topic this week has been sort of match day and fan engagement. So I think, how would you say that this product helps you engage not only with the fan base inside the stadium, but also those at home, where maybe people haven't been able to go to stadiums for a while, maybe are a bit more disconnected from the team? So how does that help sort of bridge that gap between the stadium and the sofa?
Because, I mean, in a post-COVID world, that would be the new norm. That would be the new standard. We saw that, for example, here today, I showed you an example with Indian Super League. We developed that product actually with the Premier League. When the COVID started in the UK, all the arenas, like in the rest of the world, everything was closed for the public. And so the Premier League asked us to develop this product with them to have either first in the UK, some fans of each clubs, but then they expanded it. And so they wanted to have like fans from Japan, from South Africa, from, China, from Chile, from all over the world, everywhere where they have like, a fan base. And so those people, when you live, let's say in Shanghai, or you live in Atlanta or in San Diego or wherever in the world, you cannot go to Chelsea or Wembley or whatever stadium, every week. It's complicated, to travel. And so it's not because you don't live like 2 miles from the arena that you cannot be part of the experience. And I think that's the key. When you are a fan, you want to be part of the experience, regardless of the destination. And that's the key of the digital world. You can do that. Oh, you're muted.
Fantastic. And my last question is around the sort of editability of it. And I know you guys at EASYLIVE are very much plug and play for your clients and stuff like that. So how easy is it to sort of add maybe the branding of a club and maybe the branding of sponsors even actually into it? Is it as easy as that?
Just one click. Just one click. Either you do it by yourself or you provide us the graphics, we do it for you, and within minutes it's ready to go. So it's really, a plug and play like you mentioned. Beautiful.
That's perfect. And that is all we have time for.